Where you at, Berto?
Surgery ruined her life, and now she's gone. Get right into the video, man. This sounds like a sad scenario where a young lady unfortunately went and altered her body, continued to alter her body, only 33 years old, and it ended in tragedy. Let's get the story, man. This video's by Maury, always W content creator, so let's see what's going on.
A 33-year-old social media star known as Mary Magdalene, real name Denise Yvonne Jarvis Gongora, has been found dead in Thailand after falling from a 9th floor balcony just hours after checking in.
Whoa, what?
And what she posted right before has everyone shaken. She uploaded the final scene from the Truman Show, the moment Jim Carrey bows and says, and I quote, "And in case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night."
Oh,
then
no.
she changed one of her Instagram users to Mary Magdalene died.
Oh, bro, this already sounds like we know what happened, man. This is sad. Fuck.
So she changed her name from whatever it was before to something more cryptic and ominous to allude to the fact that she might end up taking her life soon. And below is an image that I want to show all of you. If you're listening, that's okay. But for those of you watching, here you can see a before photo.
No. What? Why did you do this to yourself? Very beautiful woman. Why?
Photo of what she looked like before all these surgeries. She looked very normal, a normal young woman. I do not know the context of which this photo was taken in, but she looked very, very normal. And for some reason, I'm going to assume due to body dysmorphia or the idea that she was not okay with the body or the physical appearance that she had at the time, she then decided to, in this after photo, go through the dozens of surgeries in order to change her entire appearance. And even then, even after getting all these surgeries, she still was not satisfied. She still was not happy with who she was inside and what she looked like on the outside, and ended up taking her life. Speculatively, of course. This case is still ongoing. This is something that I heard from another YouTuber, more on the political side. He talked about this story today, and it got me thinking, right? Why do we allow obviously mentally ill people to go and get surgeries to this degree, to this extent? And a lot of these surgeries are apparently banned in the United States and in the UK. So she had to go to places like Thailand, possibly Mexico, Colombia, to get certain surgeries that wouldn't fly here based off of our medical practice.
Her eyeballs are tatted, bro.
Our laws, and that, you know, a lot of doctors are simply not going to take on a case where they could possibly end up losing their jobs. And as for the photo that she posted,
yo, that, and again, RIP shorty, bro. I really don't want to judge the dead, but just in general, I be thinking like the people that will go out of their way to tattoo their eyeballs, gang. I mean, do you live your life? You know, I'm a tatted individual, so I get, you know, like I like tattoos. You know what I'm saying? I'm blasted on both hands, arms, everything. You know what I'm saying? But like risking your potential eyesight, something so vital to everyday life, for something aesthetically pleasing, like, or no, I wouldn't even call it a pleasing, but just to change your aesthetic and risking potentially going blind, man, that's so crazy to me.
Yo, real quick, if you like making money, I need you to watch this part of the video. If you don't like making money, then go ahead and skip it, but that really should be none of y'all. I know you guys have been seeing me promote this new app called Free Cash, and the big talk of the town is
Is this a scam, Berto? What is this?
well, look at this guy and this guy, all people from our community that are making money through the Free Cash app. The link is in the description. Even one person from my boy Astro Dior's community made $1,000 using the Free Cash app. I know it sounds crazy, but yes, you can make free money while playing games on your phone. But let me break this down in a very clear way for you guys so you know exactly what's going on. When you sign up for Free Cash using the link in my description, once you're in, you're gonna see a list of games pop up. You download them, you play them, you beat the levels, get to the certain requirements that they tell you to hit, and once you get there, you're gonna get some credits sent to your account. Every single time you hit the requirements, you get paid real money, and they make the process so easy that you can cash out that money into your PayPal or even gift cards. And yes, it is completely free to use. Now, there are some options where you can spend a little cheese to get through the level faster, but you don't need to do that. The reason why this is even possible is because these games are trying to get new players onto their platform, so they pay free cash to pay you to get people to play the game. Now, I know I showed you a crazy example of somebody making up to $1,000, which it's possible, but realistically, it might take some time. This is just an easy way you can make an extra 10, maybe 20 bucks, just doing something that you guys probably do for free anyway. So if you're gonna gonna be bullshitting on your phone playing games, why not get paid? So if you've been on the fence, this is your sign. Click the link in my description and try out a few games. And when you make your money, take a screenshot and send it to me, bro, because I want to see y'all make that cheese. Because if I'm winning, I want to make sure y'all winning too. I love y'all. Y'all know what to do. Link in the description, and you're gonna get a $5 bonus using my shit. Now let's get right back to the video. Where you at, family?
One of her last Instagram posts. And this is where it gets sad, right? So from the Truman Show, Jim Carrey, if you've seen the show or the movie, you know, it's basically about a man who's in some kind of like dome compound where basically his entire life is being surveilled for a movie or a show of which he did not know he was in until he started picking up on subtle cues like things being out of place or instances of deja vu.
There was a YouTube video that I watched, and I'd be down to react to it again, but it pretty much was breaking down how deep and real the Truman Show is and some of the underlying conversations and topics that really, you know, will shake you to your core when you think about it, bruh.
Or a film crew or something from a film crew left behind that kind of raised red flags. It's a really good movie. Check it out. But what's really sad about this situation is the fact that after this photo, and I'm going to show you guys right now, she posted a photo of herself from her childhood. And, you know, this is clearly an indicator of the stolen future.
Yeah, this is definitely one of them. She's probably looking back like, what happened? Where did I misstep? I was this young girl, this young pretty girl, you know what I'm saying, destined to do anything, and I ended up here. She's probably looking in the mirror like, this is not who I remember, bro. That's scary, man. This is sad, bro. This is so sad.
She could have had she had the right mental care, had she not been allowed to get all these extensive surgeries and had sought therapy in multiple ways, not only mentally, but physically. You know, the scared little innocent girl that, you know, I think, sure, we all, you know, we grow older physically, but sometimes mentally, we have remnants of that childlike state that still remains within all of us, right? I believe this is how she felt before she died. She looked at an old photo of herself as a kid before going through all these surgeries. Bro. Even as a young woman here, you know, I don't know what she was going through before getting all these surgeries. And it just reminded her of her former self, of which she no longer could relate to, you know. And it's just sad, you know, people with body dysmorphia, people with eating disorders, people who get dozens of surgeries and are still not satisfied with the way they look, you know, the BBL bandits, the anorexia community, even people in the body positivity community who are morbidly obese and are trying to act like that's healthy physically or mentally when it's literally destroying their entire physiognomy, destroying their health, and basically cutting their overall lifespan in half. Like, all of that is body dysmorphia under the umbrella term of body dysmorphia and mental health issues, in my opinion. And here I'm going to show you guys some footage of, you know, what she looked like after getting all these surgeries. And it's just crazy, right? You know, the boob jobs, the nose. Apparently she got like multiple lip surgeries to the point to where she can't even close her mouth anymore, fully tatted, you know, just gigantic, overly sized breasts, bosom. Like, it's just ridiculous, right? She looks like a demon, a monster. And here we have this one photo, right? Post.
No, bro, there's no way that's real. There's no way. There's no fucking...
A rhinoplasty, right? As you can see, she got a nose job with this shirt on that says, I have had 3 nose jobs, buccal fat removal, 2 brow lifts, multiple fat transfers to my face, lost count of all the fillers in my lips and cheeks, 2 sets of 20 veneers. So as you can see, I mean, she's just like it's crazy. She was not mentally healthy at all, and she was in Thailand, right? Before she died. Speculatively, she jumped from her hotel room. But she goes on to say in this shirt she printed out for herself, she also got 4 boob jobs, not including revisions, lipo multiple times, 3 BBLs, butt implants, butt injections, and yes, I'm gonna have more surgery, hun. Why? Because I can and I want to. Girl, bye. Just.
And again, you know, it's even more sad because she posts something like this to, I guess, further try and convince herself and essentially lie to herself that she's happy and this is the results that she wanted. And I'm sure there are some people that make these altercations to their body and they look in the mirror and they're happy, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, you can't help but wonder, like, how happy are you though? you know, because even me to a degree, right? I've gotten my tattoos and I love my tattoos, you know what I'm saying? I want more. And I want to truly believe that I am happy. You know, I'm somebody that gets on here and talks about body positivity and you know, being secure with yourself. But to a degree, man, this is a level of enhancement. This is a level of like, oh, I think this makes me look more aesthetically pleasing. So it's like I'm guilty of it too. I'm guilty of, you know, succumbing to my insecurities of like, oh, there's something outside of myself that can, you know, give off a better aesthetic to the outside world, you know, but there's just levels to it. And I think this, you know, this is a clear sign of like how far it can get and how crazy it can get to, because now, you know, just read the whole shirt and they're going to push the narrative that like, oh, they're confident. Yeah, they just want to. It is what it is. When it's like, nah, bro, we're all a little bit insecure and we all be doing bullshit to try and get that validation outside of us. But we need to remember and understand that the only validation we could ever need is from within.
Pure mental illness, and for some reason doctors went ahead and proceeded to operate on somebody who was clearly mentally ill because what, money? Yeah. But to read you guys a little bit of the story, they say from the Daily Mail, a surgery addicted social media star known as Mary Magdalene online has been found dead in Thailand. The 33-year-old, whose real name was Denise Yvonne Jarvis Gongora, died after falling from the 9th floor balcony of a high-rise condominium on Tuesday, the Phuket News reported this week. The Daily Mail has reviewed information released by local police that verifies her identity and has independently confirmed the death with sources close to the family. The Mexican-Canadian model's body was discovered by hotel staff in the parking area of the Patong Tower after 1:30 p.m. according to local police, just hours after checking in for one night. Khalsad English reported that Gongora's body was transferred from Patong Hospital to Vashira Phuket Hospital for a full autopsy to determine the exact cause of death. Shortly before her death, she had cryptically posted the closing scene from the 1998 film The Truman Show alongside a childhood photo of herself to social media, of which, to go back to the post, we all saw, right? And it's just sad. Honestly, I think in today's day and age, like literally as I'm speaking right now at 2:46 p.m. on December 12th, 2025, I just want to document that date for future purposes and just, you know, for reference, a reference point. I believe we are probably in the most mentally ill state of human history we've ever been, genuinely speaking. Sure, we have all the modern luxuries, the phones, the food markets, the financing of cars, the luxury items, the clothes, the cars, the travel, the everything, right? The validation of likes on online and all this bullshit that doesn't matter, right? But what we don't have anymore is like the foundation of like community and family and loving one another.
Stepping outside, even just, you know, we used to see it in the movies all the time when niggas would just step outside and, hey, what's up, neighbor? You know what I mean? Like, we're so far removed where everyone's selfish. Everybody's just worried about themselves. Nobody's looking to make friends, build genuine relationships anymore, bro. Yo, it's society's, it's cooked, bro.
Proper mental health and a perspective of not prioritizing the physical, but understanding that there's more to life than what appears to be inside your head, right? I mean, we're on a planet consisting of mostly water and carbon and spinning at 2,000 miles an hour and then around the sun at like tens of thousands of miles, and we're in a galaxy spinning on some type of weird axis, and turns out there's like billions of galaxies out there, trillions of planets out there, and you think about the macro and the large wide scale of existence, and then you zoom back down to the micro and understand that damn, life here on this planet is precious. And just even the odds of existing, like being born to your parents and being a human being on this planet is like 1 out of trillions, right? Facts. So once you're gone, you're gone. And life is precious. It really is, man. And I wish her, she, and many other individuals going through this type of like mental anguish can get the help they need, but not in this society, right? People genuinely are just, I think we're all out of touch. We really are. And we are highly distracted from what really matters in this world. You know, a young woman like this, going from this, I believe she was in her 20s here, early to mid 20s, to now a decade later at 33 dying after looking like this. Clearly she felt like it was too late for her. There was no going back and that she was too far gone. I mean, clearly all of this is a cry for help. And we keep validating this, right? We allow doctors and people to hype people up like this, where we feel as though that people should be allowed to chop their limbs off, get extensive surgeries that can literally end up permanently disfiguring them. And it's just like, why are we allowing members of our population who are clearly in need of help to go through things like this that will likely not end up filling that void that they feel on the inside? And just to show you guys how bad this was, just take a look at this photo. If you're driving, don't watch, just keep driving. But for those of you like actually able to see the screen, this is crazy, bro. The size of her breasts were crazy, bro. The amount of tats and the surgeries and the BBLs and the lip operations, the Botox. Mind you, she went from looking like this.
She was so pretty, bro. This is crazy. Genuinely. Whoa. I'm literally mind blown. Like, I know it's her against her, so it probably didn't matter how many people could tell her like she was in her own way, but like, bro, she objectively was very pretty, bro. Why did she do that to herself?
Before all the surgeries, in my opinion, she was a pretty girl. Another photo here, to looking like this, this, and this. Ladies and gentlemen, thoughts and opinions down below. I just wanted to touch on this. I wanted to talk about this because, listen, a lot of people are out here struggling and they're doing things. They're physically harming their bodies in some kind of subconscious.
Word, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, bro. That is crazy, bro. Like, y'all gotta learn to love yourselves, man. Look in that mirror and love and appreciate yourself, bro. I know things could be better. I know you want X. I know you want this. But, bro, God handcrafted you, gang. You're unique. You're special. Appreciate that shit, man. And that's coming from somebody that has his insecurities, too. But when you see situations like this, you really gotta soak it in, and we gotta learn from other people's mistakes, bro. Rest in peace, Shorty. Damn, that's crazy.
Where you at, Berto?
I made this shit look too easy.